What's up, guys? Finally some good weather and no crazy storms, so able to do it live again. Try to get a win streak on live. Let's see. Share this real quick. And hopefully we get back in the win column after this mini 2-game skid. Pitching got victimized by the home run ball. Michael Soroka did, and Colin McHugh. Rough patch continues. They actually both were put on the IL with Colin McHugh elbow inflammation, and unfortunately Michael Soroka with forearm inflammation when he left with numbness. I believe there's something still there for Michael because he had 6 strikeouts. The home run ball has just been his bugaboo, given that major league hitters are a little bit better than AAA hitters, and it's just when he's made mistakes, he's been consistently inconsistent with command and such. So that's been an issue too. Thus, too many strikes in the zone, and the Cardinals took advantage before his unfortunate injury last night, but hoping for the best. And I will never not cheer for Michael Soroka, so hoping he can come back. But revamping your delivery twice with 2 ACL or Achilles tears is a very, very daunting task, and it's very impressive that he's been able to put up this much of a body of work this year working back. I just hope this latest setback isn't career ending. So we'll see. But the offense was still kind of firing on all cylinders last night. Miles Michaelis kind of got really lucky with a lot of lineouts and a couple of really good plays by Tommy Edman. Helped Michaelis out early in the ball game. Just hope Strider can get us back on the winning track and limit this little bit of losing skid and just keep stacking W's, as many as we can, because our magic number is still 11 to clinch the East and 5 to clinch the playoffs. So, and still home field and best record, and the NL is still up for grabs, and you want to be playing as hot as possible going into the playoffs as well. That's just the reality. Because you never know what's going to happen. The Cubs are white hot right now. They're scary. And if Milwaukee's not careful, they may be in the wild card. So the NL wild card is just absolutely nuts. The AL West is crazy. The Texas Rangers have had a Texas-sized meltdown so far, and now are all of a sudden 2 games out. And Houston Astros are doing what the Houston Astros do, as So, the pitching matchup, Spencer Strider versus Dakota Hudson. Luckily for Spencer, the home run ball hasn't been too big of an issue. Of late, he did give up a 3-run blast to Mookie Betts. But other than that, he's been pretty been able to get outs quickly while stacking up the strikeouts, Spencer Strider-esque stuff, and hopefully that continues.
Get ready to dive into the heart-pounding world of college football. Bring the whole family for a day of excitement, education, and memories that last.
So really
from legendary gear to unforgettable
exciting. Unfortunately, the Padres lost to the Phillies 5-1. Zach Wheeler was dominant. And the Padres could only muster 3 hits. So the magic number stays at 11. It could go down to 10 if we win tonight. So that is what we hope to do. But our let's just start stacking the W's again after a 6-game winning streak snapped on Sunday. But still a lot of really good things happening. Matt Olson looks to be back on track with back-to-back homers in 2 straights, and so hopefully we'll take some anger out on Dakota Hudson and maybe get some bleeders and duck snorts, and then pop a couple homers and take some anger out on what should have been maybe a 10 or 12 run outburst yesterday. Had some of the luck gone our way. Not that we pitched well, but but 90 and 47, I believe. Just insane to think about. And even last night we made a 9-1 game, competitive, and a lot of teams can't say that. But hopefully Ronald gets back on track, back-to-back games with not reaching base. That's very rare for Acuna. So we'll see. But glad to be back with you guys, and for about a week or so now, not have crazy storms, so we will see.
Well, yesterday, a lot of home runs, 4 for the Cardinals, 4 for the Braves. Unfortunately, St. Louis getting the better of Atlanta. But Spencer Strider goes tonight. And, Jeff, if you look at the top 4 of the Braves rotation, when those guys have been going, especially as of late, Atlanta has been very hard to beat.
Yeah, it's so true. Yesterday, I'm going to make the jet lag. All right, it's over. Now the team's back to work tonight. And it's really been this rotation, these 4 guys that you're going to see here in the quarter 4 with Max Fried, Spencer Strider, Bryce Elder, and Charlie Morton. What they've done on 17 starts, only 5 home runs allowed, averaging over 6, which of course
And then Kyle Wright is expected to have at least one more rehab start. I think they'll bump his pitch count up to 70, 75, possibly.
Team's 22-5 when he starts. That shows you he's winning. He's keeping your teams in ball game. Hopefully, we can get a nice one to split tonight.
And he's coming off a win against the Los Angeles Dodgers his last time out. Now he'll try to do it tonight against the St. Louis Cardinals. Game 2 of the series, Cards and Braves from Jewish Park is next on Valley Sports.
For surgical planning by Dr. Annunziata.
I forgot how much they love commercials.
Happy Halloween. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
But hopefully this little breather for Colin McHugh, because he's been roughed up lately, but he's also only pitched in long relief and like when we really need him just to mop up duty. So maybe this breather will help him, because the reality is, he's been really roughed up lately, but he still had a 3.88 ERA coming into last night. So, and he's only pitched like 3 times in like 17 days. So the elbow inflammation could be a really thing that cropped up, and using him in multiple innings and such. Definitely affected for sure.
G fuels greatness, G fuels you. Atlanta ready for game 2 of the series. Spencer Strider is on the mound. He gets a ball tonight for the Braves. And for more on number 99, let's go down to Nick Green.
Thanks, Brandon. Yes, Spencer Strider is the best strikeout artist in the game. We all know that. He leads Major League Baseball in strikeouts. The whip rate's at 40%, which is highest among starters in baseball. Fastball whip rate 30%, slider at 57%, and changeup at 48%. I want to take this a little bit further and look at the actual numbers. When you take a look at Spencer Strider's actual numbers as far as whips are concerned, 562 whips on the season. Next closest is Luis Castillo at 444. That is a massive difference. It's insane how good he's been. He's done a great job with efficiency as well lately. Gone 7 innings in 3 of the last 4 starts. He's found a way to go deeper into the ballgame, which is huge, and we're hoping to see that efficiency more again today.
Well, let's hope that's the case tonight for Strider as the Braves try to even the series with the St. Louis Cardinals. Here is the lineup for St. Louis, presented by your local Toyota.
For as bad as St. Louis has been record-wise this year, they have been able to hit a lot of homers. So
Jordan Walker, 3 hits in his return home here to Atlanta, where he was born and raised. Jeff, before we get this one underway, what do you have for the Philippines?
Well, quick innings. If you look at the last 4 starts, 7, 7, 7, and 6 for him. How many innings he's pitched? So he's got deep into the game, and only been able to, use really 2 high leverage guys in the bullpen. So that, and then of course, final last night, Braves put a lot of balls in play. Hit a lot of balls hard. Look, they still scored 6 runs last night, but it kind of took them a while to get going. Hopefully tonight they find a hole and put something early.
Yesterday was just the 7th time this year the Braves scored 6 or more runs and lost. They're 61-7 when they score 6 or more this season. September 6, 2023, we are ready to rock and roll with more Braves baseball. But off we go. A 98-mile-per-hour fastball.
boy, Shad, good start.
At 7:21 Eastern. The Lars Newbar, who was 0 for 5 last night, leads off again tonight in game 2 of the series. So Strider has been on quite a run, getting up now to 16 wins, tied for the Major League lead with Justin Steele of the Chicago Cubs. And you said in the pregame,
2-1.
he's very much in the conversation for potential Cy Young Award.
For sure. His last 4 or 5 starts, I think, for him. Now, Justin Steele, I think we'll have a lot to say.
Getting a call there on the inside corner from home umpire Eric Backus.
Strider gets that call. It might be.
When you look at the odds, those are the 3 top candidates right now for the Cy Young. Blake Snell, Justin Steele, Spencer Strider in the National League. 3-2.
Come on, Stride. A walk, bud. Come on.
And the payoff pitch is just a touch off the outside corner, so a leadoff walk here for Lars Dubois.
Leadoff walks usually don't lead to good things.
This club yesterday getting just their 60th win of the season, a far cry from where the Braves are at 90 wins, but with their schedule down the stretch, they have a chance to at least play a little bit of spoiler for some teams, as they do have a pretty tough finish to the season over the final 4 weeks. Paul Goldschmidt deep to left, and this ball.
Oh, okay. Not a good start at all. I said something about homers, and gosh dang it. All right, Stride, find it quickly, please.
So between the 2 teams last night, there were 8 home runs, and now another homer here, 2 batters in game 2 of the series.
Yeah, look, Goldschmidt, although the team might not be playing great this year, he won the MVP last year.
97 right down Broadway.
Spencer left it up in the zone.
All right, reset.
4 days away from his 36th birthday. A little early birthday present for himself there to put the Cardinals up 2-0. So Strider will try to settle back in here and face Nolan Gorman. And that is a line into the Braves dugout.
Reset, find it out.
By Jesse and Charlie, but okay. Just not very often this year, only a couple of times really, Jeff, where we've seen Strider kind of give up some early runs and be behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
So an unusual sight here in the first inning.
Murphy may need to go out there.
Nolan Gorman had 2 home runs yesterday. And he takes that pitch for a strike to make the count full at 3-2. And there, Strider gets that one, but now you're going to have to have Murphy chase it down, and by the time he throws to first, tough luck for Spencer Strider, as Gorman will reach.
And a strikeout turns into a wild pitch.
That's a play you see Murphy make all the time. It's got her glove.
Ugly start.
There's no way he was going to get it first.
Yeah, you asked Sean Murphy, should he have that ball? And he says 100%.
Yeah. And that's one thing here, we don't talk about it enough, but behind home plate back there, it's pretty deep back there. It's not like the fans are right on top of you. So when that ball gets past, it's tough to throw anybody out at first.
So the first 3 hitters reach. Interesting start to the ball game. A walk, a 2-run homer, and then the strikeout that gets by Murphy. And now here's the cleanup man, Arenado.
Find it out, please. It'd be great. Somewhere.
A good block by Murphy. 2-1.
not getting ahead at all.
So Spencer, a little early adversity for the major league leader in wins and also in strikeouts by a wide margin. He has 39 more strikeouts than anybody else in baseball. He gets a ground ball deep in the hole. And safe at first.
An infield single now.
And it's an infield single.
It's like Orlando right here. Watch this kind of. I guess he was just so deep in that hole, really wasn't able to get anything on that throw.
This has a very, very weird feel to it so far. 4 straight batters reach, 1 on a strikeout and an infield single and a walk and the 2-run homer. Ugh. Just find it out somewhere and reset. Dang.
Yesterday's game, the Braves actually jumped out to the 1-0 lead, and then St. Louis's offense woke up, and they would post the next 9 runs in the game and hang on to win it 10-6. Here, the 2-run homer by Goldschmidt. Now 2 more on with nobody out as Contreras takes a pitch low.
One out count. One. Just
The Phillies lost last night. They did win today. They already beat the Padres, but now the Braves' magic number, even with a loss last night, sitting at 11 for clinching the 6th consecutive NL East title. Runners break, and they will get to second and third.
and then a double steal.
Rubin was going first, and then Arenado saw him stealing, so he took second as well.
Wow, this is ugly.
Murph just pulled this ball. It was a good pitch to go on, just yanked it.
Murphy struggling early.
Kind of a sloppy little start here so far tonight.
Yeah, they've not seen this too often from Atlanta in 2023, that's for sure.
Sloppy.
Contreras bounced to Ozzie. Ozzie looked home, but he'll take the sure out.
Okay.
Lewis has a 3-0 lead.
1 out at least. But they're doing to the Braves what teams we do to other teams.
Throw that all the way home. If he makes the perfect throw, probably could have had Brandon, but if you don't, man, all of a sudden your pitcher already struck out one guy, you think it now.
Infield in, they're at the corners. The DH tonight, Alec Burleson, who did not get the start last time.
He's just completely off right now. And Murphy not getting that first strikeout did not help either. It's like sloppy seconds after a long road trip.
Right center field, this ball is hit deep. And off the top of the wall. Burleson trying for 2. He is out.
Attaboy, Ronnie.
But the run will come home to make it 4-0. Good job, though, by Ronald to get that ball back in on second base to get Burleson.
You know, it's not a real fast runner. Man, it's one of those things, that ball hits off that brick part of the wall, Brandon, it comes back quick. And good throw by Ronald. And Orlando was just able to get him, I think, right here on the hand, you'll see. Yeah, right on the arm. The elbow.
Doesn't matter what team it is, you give them extra outs, they make you pay.
And now here is Jordan Walker, the special night for him in game 1 of the series, back in front of a lot of friends and family. The native of Stone Mountain had 3 hits, including a homer, and drove in 2 runs.
Ugly.
You know, so Spencer just off the top of the wall. That one hit the competitor. He cannot be happy right now.
No. I just hope he doesn't punch anything.
Coming into tonight, that Spencer had given up over his last 6 starts. So a little surprising to see Goldschmidt hit it out, and Burleson just missed one. Good job, though, bouncing back. Takes care of Walker.
All right, well, at least we have 9 more turns at the plate. And hopefully Spencer can just eat up innings and see if our offense can do it. But that was one of our uglier innings of the year, collectively. And I'd rather us sputter for a couple games now than in October, stating the obvious, but well, the Cardinals kind of owed us a little bit of payback from what we did earlier in the season, and these guys are yeah. It's just strange. We usually put up the 4 spots and not some ugly stuff, but it happens, I guess.
He is on the mound, the 6'5", 215-pound right-hander.
I see 13 games, only 7 starts, but 5-1 ERA is not too awful. Just over a 4.
For a staff, as Ronald shows fun. Staff that as we
Strike 1 to Ronald.
Its ups and downs this year for the struggling St. Louis Cardinals. But Dakota Hudson is coming off his best outing of the season.
1-1. All right, hopefully we chip away, get a couple, and then settle it into a normal game.
You already see just from the stuff. He's not going to overpower you. He's trying to hit spots and have you put the ball in play.
Alrighty.
Ronald hitless over his last 2 games, and he has never had a 3-game stretch this year without a hit, which is pretty amazing. He fouls this out of play.
Come on, Ronnie. Come on, Ronnie.
Maybe the wedding stuff's finally hit.
Isn't it amazing, though, he hasn't gone 3 games without a hit? You just think over the course of a 162-game season at some point.
Oh, yeah. There you go. 4 games sometimes.
Oh, boy.
Backing him off the plate. 3-2.
3-2.
Unlucky there. Boy, they went right at Ozzie Always in the on-deck circle.
You see Ronald telling him to move over?
Yeah.
Ozzie still staring at him. He was. Center field, Edmund backing up. He's got eyes on it, and there's the first out.
Man, I'll tell you, Edmund was a busy man in center field last night. He was running all over the place.
Made a couple of really nice nice plays. One at the wall, a diving catch as well. And Michael Harris was pretty busy, too. He robbed one out in center field.
I think something to keep an eye on as the game goes on, Brandon. First 50 pitches for Hudson, opponents hit 206 off them. The last 50, 308. So kind of one of those deals with more of the gas.
Comeback win works for me. Aussie 0-1.
We've seen that a lot with the Braves, no matter who the opposing pitcher is. Ozzie hits it to his counterpart at second base, Nolan Gorman. 2 outs. Dakota Hudson is a native of Dunlap, Tennessee. Just 150 miles from where we sit right now. It's near Chattanooga. And he played his college ball at Mississippi State from 2014 to 2016. Before St. Louis took him as a first-round pick that year.
Come on, Riley.
Austin Riley. Austin hit one of the 4 home runs for Atlanta last night, his 33rd of the season. Just nipped him. So 2 down and 1 on as Austin Riley drops the first.
Hit by pitch. Got to start somewhere.
So those are the HBPs you like, right?
Yeah. Doesn't hurt.
No damage done.
I'll go down to first.
And it brings up Matt Olson. Matt also had a homer last night. The 2 through 5 hitters for Atlanta all had a solo homer. All these Riley, Olson, Ozuna. Into the netting, 1-2. Matt's homer, though, was the most impressive of them all. Straight away center.
Chattahoochee Falls.
Ooh.
It was a shot, a deep shot, way out there. Cleared the water.
It's kind of a whiplash type of start.
Down 1-2. Fly drive right center. Riley will head to third. Back pumps the brakes at first. Atlanta trying to get some of those 4 runs back here.
Attaboy, Matt.
Talked about it in LA. That can do wonders for you. His last 2 hits, a home run and a single, and that home run last night. Very nice gapper. Good to hit. Good to see him starting to swing that bat again.
And now it gives an opportunity to the DH Marcell Ozuna.
Come on, Zoo. Smoke one somewhere.
10 homers over his last 22 games. Hudson got the call there at the bottom of the zone. So Riley at third, Olsen at first. And a 1-1 count to Marcell Ozuna.
Come on, Zoo. Want some grass. Ugh.
That close to making it 4-3.
Tell me what now, for a good month now, you make a mistake to Marcel right now. I'm not saying it's a home run. It's going to hit hard somewhere. He is on all these pitches.
Throw another hanger, please.
430 over his last 22 games. And he's got to protect here. Ball at 2 strikes. Trying to stop the bat. He could not.
He did not throw another hanger. And that happens 95% of the time when you hit a homer foul. 95% of the time it ends up in a strikeout. All right, well, come on, Stride. Put up a 0 and see what we can do. What's up, Hudson? That will not go. The first inning will not go in the highlight reel. A lot of our first innings will, but not that one. And I just hope Spencer didn't punch anything. But Murphy should have. No, first and third. I think our offense is fine. We're still having really good at-bats. I think just a couple of rough pitching starts, and the Cardinals have taken advantage. Now, Ozuna hit a 3-run homer foul and then struck out.
That's what come alive. Braves did get a couple of runners there that stranded them in the bottom of the first.
But Spencer has been getting behind a lot, so that's not helping. And the strikeout should have honestly probably lead off double. Good Lord, Spencer does not have anything tonight. And I don't think if we can't put up zeros, it doesn't matter what our offense does. And that kissed the chalk for Edmund. Spencer doesn't really have anything to go through right now.
The rookie's only had 53 plate appearances at the major league level since debuting on August 18th.
Maybe Spencer just doesn't like facing the NL Central. Or it's just a rough clunker. Who knows?
It's ahead of him 1-2. The 4 runs in the first, the most that Strider has allowed in the first inning in any of his 48 career starts. So working from behind here as he tries to put away Mason Wynn.
This might be the first count that he's been ahead.
And the 1-2 1-2 could not get him to chase on the slider away, and it evens the count.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. There he got it.
I think that was a changeup. Maybe a slider. But
Yeah, nice too because you kept.
good strikeout there.
This was a good slider here down in the zone. He can keep it there off that fastball, man. It is a deadly combination.
So 3 strikeouts for Spencer. And back to the top of the order, Lars Nootbaar. Tell you what, in a tough season, he's kind of been a bright spot for them. Last year, coming into the season, he was their 4th outfielder. Not a lot thought of Lars Nootbaar, but he had a good 2022, and now he's put together a pretty solid 2023. Runner goes for third, and it gets by Murphy. So Edmund picked a great time to run. He's 90 feet away from a 5th run for St. Louis.
And then he yanked the curveball or slider down in him.
Yeah, I mean, the only way for Murphy to cut it down out is on the scoop.
Yuck.
Japan at the World Baseball Classic.
Of course, they won the title. Infield comes in now. Strider's ahead of him. 1-2. Shallow left. They will not try to test Eddie's arm.
Good throw by Eddie.
Strider can get out of this. 2 away now.
No, it does not look like it's Strider's day. But you can, I mean, if the cartoon of steam coming out of the top of his head, that would be Strider right at the moment. It would so be Strider right now.
2-run homer last inning to start the score.
Murphy didn't help him with that pass ball strikeout, and then the double steal. It was actually a pretty good pitch to throw, and he just yanked it. So not the greatest.
It's kind of gone in line with the Cardinals season here in 2023. A ball and 2 strikes.
Starting to find that release point on that slider. Throwing some good ones down.
Crowd trying to give him a boost. 1-2 pitch.
The spot. I just hope no one says is Spencer Strider hurt. No, sometimes you just have a sucky start. But there's a strikeout.
Edmund is stranded third, and Strider strikes out. Last year's MVP of the National League.
Here we are. We have the flaming and the scorching. Oh, thank you. And the blazing.
Sorry, allergies.
Your greens.
Hopefully, the offense gets cranked up. It's nice to see Matt Olson kind of round into form. but still a long way to go. So we'll see what happens. And the Cubs are firing on all cylinders right now, so that's going to be interesting. And or the NL wild card's certainly interesting. And unfortunately for the Marlins, they placed Sandy Alcantara on the injured list with an oblique and Soler with a shoulder, I think. So, yeah, the leadoff double not scoring there, that helps. And hopefully, Ronald's had a lot of 3-2 counts the last 2 days, but they haven't resulted in walks or getting on, which is very rare for him, but I think it'll. I was hoping that ball Olsen hit would have got to the wall, but not fortunate enough there. But let's chip away, boys. Maybe this is maybe Chip coming back to Atlanta. Maybe this is his fault somehow. Not really. I know it's not, but just.
Already sitting here, game number 138 of the season.
Only right.
For you as a player, Jeff, what part of the season seemed to move the fastest? Was it right after the All-Star break things started to accelerate?
Yeah, August was slow.
Dog days of August.
Never was going to get over. We were always in Cincinnati in August.
Good swing by Eddie. 2-1 count.
Baltimore.
But you like the great American small park in Cincinnati.
When you're out there hitting, absolutely. When you're standing in right field, no.
2-2, Daddy.
But I think, and it's different for every team. Look, I played on the Phillies in 15, and we were not good.
Probably a bit of both. Also,
should be easy out in left center. Who's going to take it?
Also, our pitching has been so good recently that there was bound to be a rough spot.
So well. I mean, you really did. And you took 3 and 4 from the Dodgers. You don't ever want to say let down because trust me, those guys are grinding in there. But sometimes it's a little more tough to just kind of get yourself back going a little bit.
Oh, it is. Especially.
From time to time. Do you remember that big homestand we had, and then they went out to Oakland and lost 2 or 3, and it's just that's the way baseball is. There's 162 games.
And you have to play the games, and you don't play them on paper.
Every single night.
Well, here's the good news. If you had gone out west and gone 2-8 on that road trip, then all of a sudden, yeah, you're still going to win the East, but you're not sitting where you are, 6 games ahead of the Dodgers. I think the breathing room, as you said, do you want to show up against St. Louis and struggle? No. But now you've provided yourself the opportunity.
I mean, our top 4 have been so amazing. And what they did in LA outside of Charlie Morton, and Charlie Morton battled, absolutely incredible. So
Braves still have one more trip down to the tank. Could be where the Braves possibly clinch the NL East. See how things happen and unfold here over the next 10 days or so.
get out.
Murphy pops his foul ground.
Get out. Thank you. 2-2. And maybe second time through against Dakota Hudson, we can.
The Mets were struggling, playing in New York, kind of saw them, and they took over and then came home that big 9-game homestand and did great.
It's the ebbs and flows of a season, no matter how good you are. Just the reality.
Up in the East, and as I said, 6 games up over the Dodgers for the best record in the National League. Full count here to Sean Murphy. it inside. So a 1-out walk.
Almost felt like Sean was waiting to be rung up there for a second.
That was down and in, Sean. You're good.
Tail to it.
Ugh. You didn't get any of them though? That's brutal.
Orlando got the night off last night, but he'll take the whole night off.
Well, he came in and almost hit a homer.
Yeah, double.
Drove in a run. Nicky Lopez got the start for him at shortstop.
Maybe the walk will unlock.
Hitting well last 10 games, 9 driven in, 3 home runs.
It unlocked it for the Cardinals.
He buries this one in the ground to Arenado. And it starts a 5-4
Ah!
double play that sends us to the third inning.
Or not. We can do a lot of double plays. Unfortunately, that might be our only bugaboo as an offense. A lot of double plays.
On any one play, any one pitch, or at least the equal, if not a surprising amount of time, the superior to their big league counterpart. The difference is the established veteran big leaguer knows how to consistently do it. It's really hard to do, period, let alone time after time after time.
That see, I live for those stories like that. The knock the beer.
Guys just make fewer mistakes. And they miss less than they miss in the minor leagues.
Within a repair, the custom wax cutting, which we can do on site.
I'm trying to figure out what's a slower combination on the bases. When Matt's on the bases, when Matt and Sean are on the bases, or when Sean and Orlando's the one that hits it. It's pretty good guess. A pretty good argument on which is slower.
Professional services you can trust. Simple Painted delivers a speedy turnaround of just 3 days. Give your cabinets the makeover they deserve.
Well, hey,
For more information.
Spencer didn't give up. Spencer didn't give up 10 runs in the first inning. That's always a positive against the Cardinals.
He had the day off in LA in game 1 of that series. The thought was the first week coming off the IL, then Ozzie would be treated basically like a rehab assignment, and then he would be full bore once they got back home. Well, I said about that earlier. He said they're still managing the hamstring a little bit. Said that Ozzie wants to be out there every single day, but if they tell Snit that he needs a day off, he's going to get him one. He said it's great to get him back on the field. The energy he brings, the excitement that he brings, the ability to drive in runs. He brings so much to the table that these guys are just glad to have Ozzie back.
Yeah, Nick, that goes back to it. They have the ability to do it because of the lead they built. You're up 1 or 2 games, down 1 or 2 games. Might be a little different story. You're in there, but they have the ability to monitor him to make sure he's ready October 7th.
The Braves still have 3 of the 7 players in Major League Baseball who have played every game this year. Acuna, Riley, and Olsen. We'll see if that stays that way through the rest of the season.
And Olsen, he's getting on Cal Ripken Jr.'s tail. 2036, right? That's when he break it.
Yeah, 2036 if he plays every game. So stay tuned. And by the way, it was on this date, September 6, 1995, that Cal broke Lou Gehrig's record.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was today, way back in 95.
He really.
I remember watching that one with my old man.
Yeah, I do too. Exact same.
He's gotten behind every single hitter, it feels like.
So we brought this up about a record that will never be broken, but if that one is broken, I would be beyond shocked.
Yeah, there's 3. That one for me. 56 game hit streak. And hitting 400.
Yeah, you saw this year with Luis Ariz just how hard it is. You know, he was hitting 400 through the first 6 weeks. Now he's down around 350, which is an amazing year.
It's horrible.
But to expect yourself to get a couple of hits every night, that is tough. Now 3-1 nowhere near. So Gorman will.
Oh man.
if he wants to catch Mr. Ripken. But the next closest, Matt leads the majors by a wide margin. The next closest for consecutive games played
Come on, Stride.
collectively is Marcus Simeon. He's at 270. Now back out of play by Nolan Arenado.
Yeah. He's yanking the fastball and yanking the slider. Although it looked like he was getting feel for the slider, but
Down the left field line. If this is fair, it is trouble. It is fair. It bounces up and over the wall for a ground rule double.
second and third, no outs. And I am immediately saying after he had feeling for the slider, he hangs one.
You can see Murphy set up away. That one kind of backed up on him. So I said, you look at it. The Cardinals struggled because their pitching has let them down this year. They scored runs. They've hit some home runs. It's not like they're offensively, challenged. It just pitching wise has not worked for them.
And they're right.
He has nothing. He has absolutely nothing.
And they're top 10 in home runs. And we saw evidence of that last night where they hit 4 long balls and another one tonight by Goldschmidt.
Yeah, pitching wise, entering tonight the Braves, 753 Ks by starting pitchers, fifth in all of baseball. St. Louis 567, 28.
Pretty big gap. Ground ball, past Orlando. It'll play one. It is 5-0.
Oh, Lord. Well, I think Spencer's Cy Young case is down the drain, too. Not that that matters, but. Yes, it does. And I don't know if I can blame the live or not, but this press conference will be short for Strider.
How meticulous Strider is. He expects so much of himself. There's nobody more frustrated than number 99 right now.
But I think that's what Craig's out there probably telling him. And I know I've had this talk with him. That's the one part that I think Spencer got left is being able to take that and turn it into,
Rough starts happen.
He comes back, he lets it rip, makes good pitches, but you also don't want to get it to where you get so frustrated you just start throwing the ball and just missing spots and not making you what you are. He can pitch. He's not just a thrower. He can spot. But you can tell he is really fighting himself tonight.
Still nobody out here at the top of the third. They're at the corners for Burleson. You saw Ben Heller warming up in the bullpen. He was just recalled today. He got sent down the tree years ago. But Colin McHugh went on the IL with right shoulder inflammation. And then, unfortunately, Michael Soroka.
I love our offense, but I don't even know if they can do this one.
In his fingers. And so they're calling it a forearm injury. So Soroka also goes on the IL, and Ben Heller and Darius Vines got called back up today.
Yeah, I feel bad for Michael, man. He just cannot catch a break right now.
It was such a celebration when he made his first start this year out in Oakland. Felt like, okay, he's over the hump. And you don't want to diminish what he accomplished this year, just getting back.
No, but for him, not only him, his demeanor is, competitive nature.
How the heck did you hit that?
Ahead of Olsen, Braves will get an out at second base, but Arenado will score.
Really?
That was
Strange.
one of the funnier things I've seen. This was even like I don't know what you call this.
What was the exit below on this?
51-7.
Like what? I mean, maybe the Cardinals' devil magic is back just for this series because we swept them in.
You see, Wilson last time hit at 107. something off the bat, off the wall than that one.
Yin and yang. Walker with a swing and a miss. But yeah, with Soroka, he's not satisfied. But
No, and that's the thing. Look, I'm sure like anything, he's glad he was back, he's able to do it, but he also wants to compete, wants to be a part of it. Just physically, man, the last 3-4 years, it's just one thing after another. You hate it.
Well, it's one thing to have gone through the first Achilles injury, then he had the second Achilles injury, 3 total surgeries. And you just hope that whatever happened last night with the numbness in his hand, that it's not something that lingers. Good pitch there from Spencer, 1-2, a nice slider.
And that's the pitch that he got Walker on and struck out last time. He's getting kind of a young, aggressive hitter and getting him to chase some of those sliders down.
Good spot.
Walker did strike out back in the first inning after his 3-hit performance last night. There's a strike. Fastball at the knees. We have 2 strikeouts tonight for Jordan Walker, and for Spencer Strider, that is his 250th strikeout of the season.
I know if you tell him congratulations, probably not going to want to hear it right now, but when the dust settles after this one, pretty great accomplishment.
Yeah.
He's now just 26 away from the Braves' modern era record set by John Smoltz.
Sorry, Smoltz.
Sorry, Smoltz.
It's all
Yeah. But are you really sorry?
Nope.
No. Just check. Smoltz's Cy Young season of 1996. That's when he struck.
Yeah, well, even Randy Johnson had clunkers, but I don't think he's going to want to see many more NL Central opponents. For whatever reason, they have not been Strider's friend.
Runner breaks for second. And a stolen base. Burleson gets into scoring position.
Man, that's the thing too. He going on third pitch now, and he didn't even look over at Burleson at first, and he got a great jump.
And Strider behind Edmund here, 3-0. He bounces that in, nowhere near. So a 4-pitch walk.
I think this is going to be it.
And Brian Snitker is coming out.
Yuck.
A rare sight. Strider had pitched at least 5 innings in 25 of his 27 starts this year. But here he is taken out with 2 outs at the top of the third.
Well, I hope Travis Kelce plays tomorrow because he was my first pick of my fantasy draft, and then he hyperextends his knee, so that's not fun. Well, we went 3 times through the rotation without bumps in the road. No. It's one of his worst, but no, probably his worst of this season, but probably not overall, no. Well, Heller is going to wear this one. And at least we're not going to get no hit. So.
Students, bring your Atlanta Braves to school with you with MLB.TV.
But at least we're not the Texas Rangers.
So Ben Heller pitched on September the 3rd, just 3 days ago out in LA, got sent down to Gwinnett, recalled today, and boom, he's out there here in the 3rd inning.
Well, I think this is all right here. You've got a young pitcher out there still in Strider. And I think Smith's all in front. It's not going to get any better tonight, And instead of letting him just grow the frustration, save a couple innings on his arm, Something to learn on. You're always learning this game, man.
He's pissed. You could see it. God, it's terrible.
And how many times have we had Blab up here, even Smoltzy last time, and they said, look, to expect the guy to go out and throw 6 innings every time in a season, you're going to have a couple of these. And for Strider, it has literally just been a couple. I mentioned 25 of his 27 starts coming into tonight. He's thrown at least 5 innings.
And, he's going to have to be a guy that's got to understand the expectations from the outside. People expect 10, 11, 12 strikeouts every time. And it's just not going to happen. It's not possible.
So on to the bullpen, and Ben Heller.
Houston on the board again. Did you see the Texas announcers try to say Jose Altuve 6 homers and 6 at-bats wasn't impressive? That I was flabbergasted by that, and the Dodgers aren't having fun in Miami either. But nice strikeout by Heller there, and yeah, they were like, well, they didn't really give our fielders. He didn't give our fielders a chance. So it's on Twitter somewhere, but I was like, excuse me? I think the Houston Astros struggles have gone up to the broadcast booth too. That's one of the dumber things I've ever heard. I don't know. I have absolutely no clue what it means, but it sounded really stupid coming out of their mouths. I don't know, but now they're down 2-0, and the Houston Astros are peaking at the right time, and Lance Lynn has gotten lit up by the Cardinals 6-1. Or I mean, not the Cardinals, the Marlins 6-1. So, hopefully we don't get shut out in a couple of rough games in a row.
Michael Harris is the only guy in either lineup yet to have a plate appearance, and he changes that right here as he takes a strike from Dakota Hudson.
This Braves offense, how many times has Michael Harris had to wait 55 minutes into a game to get a big?
This may be the first time all year. Grounds it right down the line. Good play by Goldschmidt. Zaxby's indescribably good.
I don't know, but I hope we don't get shut out, and I hope Ronald gets on base and gets a hit. Last night felt dumb, though, because we hit it hard a lot. To start this game, we really haven't.
Well, he leads all of Major League Baseball in on-base percentage at .413. He swings through that slider from Hudson.
But after that amazing LA series, I guess it's.
And you look at some of the lineups, and he is absolutely mowed down. Some of the tougher lineups in baseball.
is bound to come down to earth a little bit, I guess.
But he won't have to face the Cardinals or the Pirates in the postseason, so there's that.
Very true.
Pirates are coming to town after St. Louis leaves tomorrow. 3-game set with Pittsburgh Friday, Saturday, Sunday here at Truist Park.
Numb to this game?
You work
Yeah.
in this spot?
I can check the schedule.
It feels like a lot. I think you're already written in Sharpie.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Are you numb to this game or just
We'll see if we can organize that.
Yeah. Check the counter on the fridge at home.
See what's going
See what
on.
I got doing.
Might have a
oh
game of
yeah,
hockey
I mean
neighborhood or something. Ozzy. Foul.
see
Good line.
Ozzy has so many wild swings and then swings at that and almost gets a double out of it.
I see with a cap and goggles out there, pushing kids out of the way.
Oh, that's for sure.
Your own kids, other kids, doesn't matter. This is Frenchie's pool. I know you dominate the snack bar. No question about that.
And with Julio Urias' issue, now the Dodgers might really have a rotation problem too.
Business, but booming in Truist Park.
Do what I can, man.
Every night there's a bag coming in. A couple orders of fries, some nuggets, sandwich or two.
Gotta keep everybody fed.
That's right, yeah. No, you're doing your part. People helping people. It's a powerful thing. 2-2 is skied. Bermuda Triangle.
Somebody
Lost by one.
nah.
And we go to the fourth.
Okay.
Right now, get a free foot long at Subway, like the Subway service menu. Buy 1 foot long and a half, get 1 free for free. That's what I'm talking about. Order in the Subway app today.
As a business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to the mobile service designed for small business, Comcast Business Mobile. Flexible data plans mean you can get unlimited.
Yeah, it feels like the Cardinals always do this.
5G network.
Feels like, I mean, we swept them early this year, and that felt weird. And then them doing this to us, like giving us gross flashbacks to terribleness.
Accidents can happen at any time. That's why we're here 24/7. Evenings, weekends, even holidays. Getting you the help you need whenever you need it. That's strong.
Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Some mornings call for a double play. So upping your game
Woo!
racetrack with 2.
9-1 Marlins. They put up 9 in 1 inning.
Hot and freshly fried
Eesh.
sandwiches for just $5. Yeah, that tracks. Go for the win. Get your hands on 2 tasty breakfast sandwiches for $5. One for you, one for
And all of a sudden, if the Brewers aren't careful, the Cubs will catch them for a division title. They're playing that well. And the Brewers got CB Buckner this afternoon.
It's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
Braves Baseball Valley Sports is presented by Truist. On we go to the fourth inning. St. Louis winning last night 10-6, and they've got a 6-0 lead right now in Game 2 of the series. Ben Heller on in relief. His first pitch to Lars Newbar.
The AL Central is bad. The NL Central is not. The NL Central is not. They're 70.
Lars Newbar just got back on September 1st. He was out a couple of weeks. Fouled the ball off his lower section. And he sends this out to left center field. And he's got a single here. He's been solid since coming back from the IL. It's his first hit tonight.
The 77-62 or the Brewers 76 and 64. The Cubs 73-68 Reds.
Paul Goldschmidt, 2-run homer back in the first, and he struck out swinging in the second. Both of those at bats were against Spencer.
So that's not. That's not terrible. The AL Central is Comedy Central.
Reputation, Jeff, Paul Goldschmidt.
Oh, man, he's one of the best. Just a great dude who plays the game the right way. He's been a good player for a long time. Great player.
13th year in the bigs, 5th with St. Louis. Every time you hear something about him, he's just a nice, humble guy.
Yeah, when you think about it, those first 8 years when they were telling him he's in another market or doing something, you'd hear about him a lot more. He's had the ability to way back on it and hit the ball the other way. He said he was a little bit like a right-handed Freddie Freeman from the other side, just drove that ball off the field as good as any right-handed hitter in the game.
Now with a 2-2. Missing down and away with a changeup.
Uh-oh.
And inside, lost control of the sinker there. And a walk to Paul Goldschmidt.
First and second, no outs. Feel like I've said that a lot.
Last night, he's now tied with Arenado for the team lead, 26 homers on the season. You wouldn't think it, but the Cardinals are one of 3 teams across baseball that have 10 guys with 10 or more homers. The Braves, the Cardinals, and the Twins. As this is tapped right back to the mound. And a double play.
Attaboy, Hill.
6-3.
That sounded weird, but good double play there.
Taking his time. Remember the other day in LA, he got one back quick to him and hurried it. This time, so he gets his feet set. Gives Archie a good throw.
Yeah.
Newbar to third, and now Arenado will be the batter. But the Cardinals have those 10 guys with 10 or more homers, but everyone's kind of sandwiched together. The Braves, you have 4 guys at 30 or more. The Cardinals don't have anybody with more than 26.
Big time. What's up, Matt? Going good. Not loving this game, but clunkers happen, I guess. Whew, that was nasty. All right, let's score a couple to make this a baseball game again.
The night last night. And an up-tempo delivery by Gilbert gets him a hit on Martini. He is foul pop to third. He is flying to left.
Well, smartest decision for all your financial decisions.
Simply Painted, Carolina's premier cabinet refinishing professionals. See what we can do for you.
Okay, tell me that.
Simply Painted offers beautiful cabinet refinishing.
I think it's going to be really interesting when the playoffs start because
Professional services you can trust.
it's usually who gets hot at the right time, but everybody kind of has a chink in the armor, so to speak, and I feel the best about the Braves because I don't feel like in 5 and 7 game series, we're gonna lose a series, but like we could have a cold stretch of pitching, and you can't have like that kind of thing. It's just weird, and I know not trying to get ahead of myself, but that's just the thought process of it all, and it's strange. But it's going to be interesting because I thought Seattle's pitching staff is the probably most complete, but they've had a lot of blown leads of late, not to Texas's extent, but
I picked that date on the 2nd of May because that's when Marcel actually went off against Miami. That's when he turned everything around. But you look at those 3 guys, obviously in the top 5, but also you look at other guys in the top 25 of the National League since May 2nd. Riley's 14, Ozzie, and Michael Harris both in the top 25.
Pretty good stuff. Here, though, Riley is bouncing out. I thought you picked May 2nd because it was your wedding anniversary, Dick. But
well, I mean, my wedding anniversary is coming up, and it's going to be 11 years. So I've got to do something special. If I can get, hot like Marcel and do something great, that'd be awesome. But I don't know if that's exactly enough.
Well, whatever.
I'm going to be quiet. There's so many places you could go right
now. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we're going to be Fritchie's wedding. But
we all remember May 2nd. I'm Poppy with the South South. So you got it going.
You look at that, it's pretty impressive, though. Since that date, you got 3 of the top 5 at OPS. Pretty impressive.
Last night we were hitting the ball all over the place, but
and then Olsen, he has figured it out from that mini slump that he was in.
But now no, he does not need time off. We've skipped starts. I don't think that he's not going to burn out. I don't think you can do that. The pitchers are too much of a creature of habit. I mean, maybe we've skipped some starts of late, like Darius Vines pitching, Michael Soroka pitching. We've done that, so I think we'll just continue to do that because I think pitchers are too much of a creature of habit. Matt score. Wow. I mean, it's a valid point, but I think we've done a nice job. And Kyle Wright is on the verge of coming back. 6-1. We're not going to get shut out. That's a start.
So get in there, man.
I love that.
So now 26 RBI in his last 22.
Matt with the wheels. I don't know if Travis scores on that.
How many times do we say with this offense, 6 runs and you're only in the 4th inning? Oh, yeah. This could change in a hurry.
There's a lot of games last week. 9-1 last night, man, and they had to use all their high leverage guys. That's how close the Braves got it.
Don't go. Hold it. A hanger to Eddie is the worst thing ever for opposers. Come on, Sean. Do a job. No double play, please, Sean.
the scenarios. You'd love the gapper. You'd love the 3-run homer, but in his mind, get this one guy in.
Ooh, that was it. Come on, Murph, get it up.
Marcelo Zuna and Eddie with a single, and now here's Sean Murphy. Chance to continue the rally.
Come on, Murph. Get one you like. Smoke it somewhere.
Facing Dakota Hudson, making the 75th start of his career. Inside, 3-1. Darius Vines made his major league debut in Colorado as a starter, now up in the bullpen for Atlanta. And that keeps the at-bat going at 3-2 now.
Not you, Murph. Come on. Base hit ball 4.
Sean Murphy already has a career-high 67 runs driven in this season. 2 ducks on the pond here.
Good take.
Get an RBI, but he will load the bases.
Good take. Come on. Orlando. Smoke one somewhere.
Dusty Blake, the pitching coach, his first year in that role, he's going to make the stroll out to the mound. Let's get a message in here from our friends.
But Matt, if you're still in here, I get the point for sure. And we may but I just don't see it given Strider's competitive streak and the pitchers being as much of a creature of habit as they are.
One base hit here, gapper in this game. Totally different. Like you said, it's 4th inning.
Come on, Orlando. Make sure it's up. Make sure it's up. Know who's in trouble. It ain't you.
Hudson's first pitch to Orlando is downstairs. Well, you've got a guy in Dakota Hudson who's had a little bit of a tough season, even though he's coming off his best start.
Yeah.
The year that began at AAA, didn't make an appearance with the Cardinals till July 1st.
Oh God, that was it. Agreed. I really agree. Just because the guys are such creature of habit, our entire roster is, for that matter.
308. So you can see now he's 63 pitches. He's getting to that point where you can tell these guys are laying off pitches better.
Here's the 64th pitch of the night for him.
Attaboy, Orlando.
When they first called Hudson up in July, he was primarily out of the bullpen. They moved him to the starting role in August because of all the issues they had in their rotation. And he has been pretty good since rejoining the rotation with a 4-1 record.
Oh!
Gets Orlando to swing and miss there to even the count.
Orlando helped him out there.
Don't help him, man. Don't help him. Battle up.
And now the 2-2. Orlando grounds it left side. They will not get the double play.
Attaboy, good hustle.
6-2.
It's not fancy, but another run nonetheless.
since he turned it around on June 7th.
Brad, look at the spray chart. That's exactly why. He started using the other side of the field again, going up the middle. That's as pretty of a spray chart as you're going to get when you think about the power. Look at that, 20 doubles. And why it's so big, football playing to be that out. You can give a guy like Michael a chance here to tack on more.
Good take, not you.
Eddie's down at third. Orlando at first. Michael so far 3 for 5 in the series. Ground ball. What a play.
Why are you standing there? Why is he standing there?
But he was able to glove it and in the fourth. Braves do get 2 though.
Jameson, we like to do things differently.
That's a microcosm of this whole series, pretty much. Even though the shift is gone, I still find myself yelling, "Why are you right there?"
Jameson orange.
Well, got 2.
Better material. Better concealment. Better make.
Got 2. Well, and at least we're not getting shut out, and
Also, he could get back to his family, back to
who knows?
and back to his life.
At Pruitt Health, our skilled nursing centers have been helping patients get back to their lives for over 50 years. Come see how we can help you.
I was hoping that would tick the bag.
Better material. Better concealment. Better make.
But no such luck. 110.3 miles an hour. Yikes. Man, the baseball gods really don't want us to beat the Cardinals.
Potential service issues before they become a problem. If you're affected, we'll contact you and help schedule a free service appointment with one of our expert technicians. The proactive maintenance of our network is one of the many reasons Spectrum delivers the most reliable internet speeds in the nation. Spectrum, keeping you connected.
Jeff Mancini here with an incredible offer from Mighty Bite. We're celebrating 15 years and the most lure patents in history. Look, smell, sounds, feels, taste, and
It feels like the Cardinals have the shift rules and everybody else doesn't. I know that's not the case, but it feels like that the first 2 games.
So it just works better in almost every fishing situation and for every type of fish. Catch more and bigger fish with Mighty Bite. Go quick today.
College students, bring the Reds to school with you. Attend a game, receive a free subscription to MLB.
Ground ball.
So his second ever Major League appearance, his first obviously out of the bullpen, with that being a start in Colorado. And his first chance to throw in front of the home fans here at Truist Park.
Come on, Vines. Throw up a 0.
Young 25-year-old.
He was supposed to start yesterday, and then we needed an extra arm for the last 2 games in LA, so we sent him down, Brett Heller up, and then he was supposed to start Sunday, but is it our mound or something? Jeez.
Imagine there's some nerves here, thrown here.
Leadoff walk. Ugh.
He had his family there with him in Colorado. It was emotional for them. Kelly Curl did a great interview with Mom and Grandma after his appearance, and he got his first Major League win. Down on the field after with the family taking pictures and sent back down to AAA, and then today called right back up.
But yes, I'm glad to see Vines again, not the leadoff walk.
That's a fifth straight inning now that the leadoff there has made face.
And the third time via a walk
Yeah.
Vines coming back here to get Burleson down 0-2. All of his starts in the minors were also starts. This is the first time this year that he has come in relief.
And the Cardinals get that.
Single the other way. So there are 2 on with nobody out.
Oh, God. Cardinals devil magic showing up again.
Stay inside that, then hit it well, but just dumped it the other way.
And yet we hit at 110 miles an hour. And
And now he faces Jordan Walker.
yeah, it is. But it's manageable, but you have to hold them here. This is really where you miss Jesse Chavez his last 2 nights.
So he has not pitched a ton of innings. In fact, right at 50 innings pitched between all levels this year in 2023. To Walker, and he is not chased there on the slider away. Jordan Walker, the 2-time Georgia Gatorade High School Player of the Year, back when he was a Decatur Bulldog. And now coming back home here to face the Atlanta Braves and founding it straight back.
I don't imagine high school, even just a few years ago, he was a big guy out there on the field compared to other guys.
6'5", 220. He's a big guy indeed.
Finding out.
Hit his first career homer against Atlanta back at Busch Stadium in early April. Swing and a miss.
Attaboy.
Took it down to a knee with a changeup.
I don't know who the heck pitches on Sunday, but I guess we'll worry about that when we get there.
That's where Vines had a lot of success against Colorado, that changeup. And he gets Walker, and now he deals with Evans, but hold on. A violation on the pitcher. He did not get that off in time, 1-0.
Woof.
That one is going to get against the
Riley tried.
That was coming back.
Good effort.
He gave it a full sprint there. A ball and a strike here to the center fielder, Tommy Edman, who has a double and a walk tonight. Fouls that off 1-2.
Jose Altuve just homered again. I wonder what grand slam this time. I wonder what the Texas announcers are going to say that on that one. Why would they do that? Thank you.
Thank you very much. He did not get a good jump and just kept going. And for Murphy, he threw him out by about 6-7 feet, Brandon.
Why would they do that? Thank you.
Change up going into the batter so it takes his weight with him. Contreras got.
Well, it wasn't a great slide. He got his hands underneath him, and then he got the helmet.
They got the seed line flop slide.
So now 2 outs and a 2-2 pitch coming here to end. And just like that, Vice and the Braves get out of it, and it remains 6-2.
That was nice. All right. Rally time again. Rally time again. Was that off shirt? That was off Scherzer too. Woo. I still have no idea why Contreras tried that, but thank you.
Once daily Sotectu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotectu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotectu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in
Yes, it was a great throw.
doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotectu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotectu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotectu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotectu.
When you have something to get done today, getting everything you need today is helpful. That's why Ace has free in-store and curbside pickup, or even same-day delivery from your locally owned neighborhood Ace.
All right.
So on September 19th, the Braves together with Truist are giving away the Ronald Acuna Jr. bat flip bobblehead. It won the best of bobblehead bracket featuring giveaways from previous years. This is the one that was voted as the top one. So on September 19th, you can get yours if you missed it the first time around. Braves.com/promos to get your tickets right now.
That'll be a hot one.
That will be a hot one.
See if it's better than Outcast. We're gonna have to say.
That's tough to top. They were lined up at 2 p.m. that day for the Outcast bobblehead. So it stays 6-2, even though St. Louis got a couple runners on in the top of the inning. They couldn't produce anything, and now Atlanta will lead off with Ronald Acuna Jr.
Come on, Ronnie.
Still the starter, Dakota Hudson, gave up 2 runs in the 4th.
Not a strike. Zone me.
And Ronald's going to call time. I mentioned Dakota Hudson played at Mississippi State. That was a first-round pick by St. Louis, and he was one of the Cardinals' top prospects 5 years ago. But he had Tommy John surgery in 2020 and has not been the same since. He is able to get Ronald Acuna there, foul tipped into the mid of Contreras. But that fastball, before his Tommy John surgery, used to sit at 96, 97, and now he usually tops out where you saw that one right around 92.
I feel like
Another 92-mile-per-hour pitch there to Ozzy.
come on, Ozzy, stop being antsy.
Shoot, with what you see today, it's almost like he's pitching below the pitching speed.
I said stop being antsy.
With a soft toss to Goldschmidt, 2 away. Our Georgia Navigators Green Life Impact player tonight is number 27, Austin Riley. Take a look at Austin this season against NL Central teams. 351 batting average and 9 homers.
They safely in 21 of the 23 games coming into tonight against the NL Central. Of course, 22 24 because he got hit by a pitch back in the first.
He had a homer last night. 33rd of the season for Austin. And Norman Green.
And they're there again.
1, 2, 3, bottom of the fifth.
Well, it's rare to see Ronald have a tough series, but that's how.
They're always looking for ways to elevate our experience.
It was bound to happen at some point.
Peace of mind that to know that, hey, we do have the tickets to go and come where we want to come. Always been a fan base. I'm from Atlanta. We couldn't love the brand.
Don't hesitate. I know that there's a waiting list. Put your name on that list.
Canty can fix your sinking sidewalks, driveways, and pool decks safely. Get a faster, affordable alternative to your sinking concrete today. Call Canty Foundation Specialists for your free estimate.
Have you ever demanded more from your enterprise technology provider? Maybe they called your
Game's been very annoying.
or your ambitions unreasonable. Why? Simple. They're all about delivering on their needs, not yours. At Spectrum Enterprise, we're the antidote to the one-size-fits-all industry standard, with tailored solutions for success on your terms. So go ahead, be unreasonable. We're not just up to the challenge, we're purpose-built to tackle yours.
Uneven sidewalks, pool decks, or patios? Get a faster, affordable alternative to replacement today. Call Canty Foundation Specialists for your free estimate. Cardinals lead 6-2 as we head to the top of the sixth, and this Braves bullpen has been excellent all year long. They ranked second in Major League Baseball with a 3.48 ERA, but they've gotten even better as the season moved on. Let's take a look at our John Foy strong arm feature. This is since August 1st. Active relievers in that Braves bullpen. You see the numbers right there. I asked Brian Sleeper about their success, and he said he credits it to the ability to space guys out, keep guys fresh. He mentioned guys like Michael Tonkin being able to eat innings. He mentioned Joe Jimenez getting back to a late inning guy. He also mentioned the addition of Pierce Johnson as being big for that bullpen. But guys, overall, this bullpen has been phenomenal all year long, and they've gotten better as it's moved on.
Yeah, for all the, you thought about earlier in the year, middle part of the season, there were a few bumps that people wanted to nitpick, but the numbers don't lie, and by and large, the numbers have been very good.
Yeah, they have. And, look, early in the year, Iglesias was out. Mentor took kind of the brunt of it. Had to throw a lot. You saw his arm kind of suffer, but I think they've done a good job of giving these guys rest. Mentor went around for a little bit. It was kind of.
Cardinals have kind of done a nice job of more 1, 2, 3 innings than we're all used to, but again, that might be a little bit of the.
High and deep down the left field line. This is gone off the bat of Mason Wynn.
The LA hangover, and that's Mason Wynn's first homer.
First home run of his big league career. It hung in the air for a while. He got his money's worth. And it makes it 7-2.
They get a homer on that, and we hit 110-mile-an-hour bolt, and it gets caught. That's kind of the series.
And unfortunately, that means now in every inning, the trend continues with the leadoff man getting on tonight for St. Louis.
Yeah.
That's the thing when you throw that change up like that, Brandon. It's a good pitch, and it's one of his better ones. But when you hang it like that,
Yeah.
that happens.
Long run here for Michael Harris, but he cuts it down again. And Lars Newbar is retired.
I think I could say that for this entire series.
So Mason Wynn with something to celebrate over there with fellow rookie Jordan Walker. And mentioned Walker had his first major league homer against the Atlanta Braves, and now Mason Wynn can say the same thing.
Well, the Dodgers aren't having fun either. 11-1 against the Marlins. So, yeah, it might be really a hangover from the insane series. Although we've still hit a lot of balls hard and not a lot of luck. So, I don't know. Big combination of both.
Let's hear now from Zaxby's.
Warning. Zaxby's Southwest salad is not for the faint of flavor.
When the Braves swept the Cardinals in early April in St. Louis, there were only 27 runs scored between the two teams in the 3 games. They've already had 25 runs scored between the two teams, and we're in the middle of game 2 of the series here. Who brought those sugar cookies in the back of the booth? Was that Val?
Yeah, it was. They're about gone.
They are. I think there's 2 left. I've had 3. How many have you had?
I think just
17. Oh man,
I get those for the kids all the time. There's the public.
Wrinkles on there.
So good.
Make your toes curl.
Oh,
Well, if
sometimes they put them half with that.
we have to endure a bad series against the Cardinals for playoff happiness, I'm okay.
That's what I'm saying. I just want all sugar.
Yeah.
They can't force you in.
You can open up 2 containers and dump all the sugar in one.
Yes, you can.
Might be against the health code, but no more Publix. Shopping's a pleasure. Swinging a man.
So straight through it.
There he is, Fines. Able to get home with Gorman.
I hope this isn't one of those things where Matt Olson gets hot and our entire lineup doesn't, because that he kind of has that little bit of a trend. I doubt it, but I mean it's happened a little bit. Subtly when it, like last year, in pockets and stuff.
Saving you up to 75% a year, and it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your bottom line by switching today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis takes you off course, put it in check. With Rinvoq
3-game.
Daily Pill. When I wanted to see results fast, Rinvoq
Unfortunately. But we have Max tomorrow, so. And if Darius Vines takes the majority of this, then we'll still be set up pretty well. Hopefully tomorrow.
And a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take it allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
What you see in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how Apple can help you save.
Cardinals by 5 as we're at the bottom of the
It's probably the worst feeling in the world, though, when Strider has a night like this and you could tell he had absolutely nothing and there wasn't anything he could go to, and your mechanics look off and you try to throw your shoe and it's not working.
That number, man, it's gonna be close.
to get another whopper here.
They come in bunches for him a lot of times.
He's got one in each of the last 2 games. Oh boy. High and deep. And away goodbye to it, folks.
Matt's on a homer binge again. Attaboy, Matt. But let's make Matt have a homer when the Braves win. Whew. Down and into a lefty. The sweetest of sweet spots. All right, let's keep going. There we go. That's what you gotta love about this team. They keep fighting no matter how ugly it looks. You're in slam range. Slam range.
Eddie's 1 for 2.
Score. No, it's Ozuna. Never mind. Come on, baby. Hey, 105 miles an hour and it didn't find a glove. And Murphy can't into a double play because it's second and third. So, come on, baby.
This inning has gone homer, single, double.
I love that one. You're doing great. We're stalling because we're about to take you out.
That's what you love about this team. I mean, no matter how ugly it looks, pitching, batting, whatever, they still fight tooth and nail. And you feel like you have a chance every night.
When he goes deeper into games, starts to really struggle. And we're seeing that here in the 6th inning.
Come on, Murph. Get one up you like.
Murphy with 2 in scoring position. Nobody out. Slider away, 1-0.
Not you.
Matt Olson homering in 3 games. Second time he's done that this year. The other 3 game span, he did that in consecutively in Cincinnati. He got everything started this inning.
No.
Contreras thought Ozuna will not be able to score.
Yeah, good job by Marcel.
And bounce straight back. Get it up, Murph. Get it up. Find some grass.
Sean Murphy came on back in the 4th inning with Ozuna and Rosario on base, and he walked. And now a chance for history to repeat itself here 2 innings later.
And he's already walked twice tonight.
3-1 from Hudson.
Oh.
He got one right down the chute.
He got a
Spinning slider. And he missed it.
I just think right now he's throwing that sinker just down and down and down, and he's lost it. So I think that was the pitch he felt was
Murphy's going to see that one in his dreams.
3-2 now.
Attaboy, Murph.
Third walk for Sean Murphy tonight. Tying run coming to the plate.
I do think he wants to try to let him face RC because it's a double play, but I just don't think he can let him go anymore.
Well, Ali Marble is going to come out, make the call to the bullpen. As the Braves
We got action.
in this ball game here in the bottom of the sixth.
I knew at the moment that I met you that it was going to be a great relationship. You know, I thought, okay, this is a guy that can get things done.
Yeah.
But I think that you're watching out for our business as much as I am.
Yeah.
I can do.
Hope Orlando.
Is working behind the scenes when you don't even know that I'm there.
Again, remembers who's in trouble and
That's the sweet spot for me.
gets one up and has fun with it.
She found the feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. So TIP2 is the first of its kind, once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. For the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling.
Do a job, find some grass, bud. Or stands. Not really picky. Grass or stands. We deserve a duck snorter too as well. Even when you get mad at the Braves, you can't turn them off. Especially this year.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by the Xfinity TIP-G Network. The future starts now. And by Georgia Natural Gas. Live the greener life. Atlanta making some noise in the home half of the sixth inning. 7-3 now, but there's nobody out. The bases are loaded. And coming into the ball game out of the Cardinal bullpen is Casey Lawrence, who started the season with Toronto, only threw 18 innings at the major league level for the Blue Jays. They released him in July. The Cardinals picked him up, and this will just be his fourth appearance in a Cardinal uniform.
Yeah, he's coming into a tough situation, right? Faces huge.
Come on, Orlando. First pitch swing or no?
Orlando has grounded out twice tonight. Last time his ground out produced a run. In the fourth inning. First pitch, another grounder. They come forward to get Marcelo Zuna for the first out.
He did swing at the first one. Didn't get it up. All right, but still no double play.
You know, you go home there and you save the run, but sometimes it's so tough because it all depends what happens, you know, here. But I thought that was an easy double play ball too. And you know, right now where you're at, would you trade a run for 2 outs? I don't know.
And we'll see how it plays out. Here's Michael Harris.
Come on, money, you deserve one. Smoke it somewhere. And hopefully they don't catch it this time.
Good time for his first grand slam in his career.
2-0.
Keyhole. Keyhole, money, keyhole.
A brave at every base. Ground ball and
Finally. That was terrible work. I need to see that again.
He was fine some but he gets rewarded. He actually broke it back. So,
There we go. The camera got confused. Who? Ronnie not happy?
At one point in time, St. Louis led this game 6-0, but things have changed.
Good take, Ronnie. I told Mike he deserved one. He wanted to hit that to orbit, and I wanted him to shoot.
In so many categories, including runs scored, on-base percentage, hits. He's fourth in Major League Baseball in batting average. And this one comes in to make it 3 balls and a strike to him.
Keyhole, Ronnie.
Casey Lawrence, just his 4th appearance as a St. Louis Cardinal. Facing one of the toughest outs in the game. 3-2.
That was a good pitch. They're pitching him tough. Big time. Do a job, Ronnie. Stupid double plays. Dang it. I hate double plays so much. Ah, man. Words. Dang it. All right, well, still back in it big time, so. We had a lot of double plays, man.
No matter what the day,
You may be trying to do too much coming off that electric LA series. Again, maybe a little bit of just.
So you'll get more done in less time, even when your day
Dang it.
Everything it's got at you.
Would have liked that extra one at least, but.
Visit your local LS dealer today to take advantage of special offers and financing.
If you don't like it, you get your money back. But you're going to love it, and you're going to love the price. Internet for your home for $50 a month. That's less than $2 a day. Plus, no contracts, no equipment fees, and our 15-day guarantee. Call now.
Call 877-445-9868. That's 877-445-9868. Again, 877-445-9868.
So just one spark. The Rangers needed him to step up. Astros is on in there and put about 50 runs in 3 games. Yeah, the Rangers are leaking oil.
They have been leaking oil here over the last couple of weeks. They're on the verge of losing a playoff spot. Joe Jimenez is on here as the Braves have worked their way back into this game at 7-5. Is this maybe a situation, Jeff, where if the Braves did not get any runs and it's 7-2, you see Darius Vines again, but now Brian Snitker thinking, let's get Joe Jimenez out there?
Yeah, you might. I mean, you can also look at it, I said, if you know, they wanted to make sure Jimenez got work tonight, Mentor got work tonight, you can start doing that too. If that's what you choose to. But you're within 7-5 with this offense, I think.
He went.
Yeah, it's fine to do that.
And Nolan Arenado has a couple of hits tonight, a single and a double. Reaching and fouling this one out of play is Arenado. So after getting down 6-0, the Braves got 2 in the fourth, 3 more in the sixth. Riley, long throw across. No problem.
Attaboy, Jay. Leadoff batter retired. Nice.
Here is a quick message from Truist.
I never realized how important it would be to have you to reach the goal.
If I can make your business 1% better, that is something.
That's how I feel about you, Jeff. If I can make your life 1% better, I feel like I did something.
Appreciate it.
Problem is, I fear that I've made it significantly worse.
Nah. Well, you made it 1% better.
Thanks. Give me 2%? No? Nothing? Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Gotta earn it.
It's been a lot of fun.
What a year. With a team that has been incredibly fun to watch. As they sit here at 90-47. High in the air, deep left center. Eddie's back as far as he can go.
Dang it! Again, we can't put up a 0.
That's his 17th homer of the season.
Yes.
Saw it for many years with the Cubs. That's a fastball up in the zone. You can tell even some of these balls that keep just going in the air, they are just carrying out of here right now. Oh.
Did the kid get the ball at least after all of that? I hope. Burleson won with Riley out of position.
Well.
How about the catch, though? I'm still thinking about the lady that made that catch yesterday. The kid didn't get the ball. That's good.
There you go.
But the lady that made the catch and left yesterday, and then range over about 4 or 5 seats to grab it.
Come on, Joe.
Yeah.
She even impressed and surprised herself.
Yes, she did. And then she made the cross sign like she was a Catholic mass. I scooped it one to Burleson.
Nobody's missing any mistakes this series.
This one goes just foul to even the count. Stay tuned for the stretch.
And to be fair, the Cardinals' offense hasn't been the problem. It's been getting 27 outs. So,
Good pitch. Joe Jimenez throws him with a slider right there at the knees for the second out.
yeah, and with the Heat still in Atlanta, they're
Walker's great night last night. He struggled this evening. He struck out in all 3 plate appearances.
Usually it's the other way around. You struggle on that first night back in your home city. You're trying so hard. He's been the opposite.
And there he gets his first hit in game 2 of the series.
you jinxed that, Brandon, but luckily it was it.
200 friends and family here last night. I wonder how many he has tonight. I think they ran it back.
Let me see. check something. My phone went off.
The inning continues for Tommy Edman. Spencer Strider had his shortest outing of the year, 2 2/3. He struggled and Ben Heller came on to Darius Vines, and now Joe Jimenez enters here in the 7th. Giving up the homer to Contreras, but trying to keep this a 3-run game. And a 1-2 count on Tommy Edman. And the 1-2 from Joe. And that evens the count. The 2-2 from number 7-7. Fly to center.
Oh boy.
Harris there. 8-5.
Yeah, a really tough one for Strider. There's no other way to slice it. I talked about it earlier that I think even if he threw his shoe tonight, it wasn't going to work. It looked like he was completely off mechanically. He threw a few good sliders and then would throw a hanger and then yanked a bunch of fastballs. I mean, just one of those nights.
Absolutely dominated against the hottest team in baseball. What do the two things have in common? Well, you probably had some adrenaline pumping, right? One thing, first start back. The next thing, Dodgers. What does that do? It sets us up perfectly for this little one that we've got leading into what? The playoffs. So Maximus is going to be Maximus.
So, yeah, for sure. But again, still in the game somehow. You hate the double play by Ronald, but again, he's still smoking the ball. Just hasn't found any holes or grass or stands. And this mini slump for Ronald probably isn't going to last long either.
On to the bottom of the 7th. 8-5, St. Louis leading it over Atlanta. Franco and Jeff Francoeur, Nick Green with you from Truist Park. It's a 6-game homestand against the National League Central. 3 against the Cardinals, and then the Pirates coming to town on Friday. Oh, that was a cracker jack. Some funny. Did you see?
Dougie Fresh hooked it up tonight. We had a lot.
We did. I may or may not have busted a bottle of water on the concourse beneath this.
And the water stuff,
Well, you can't throw them away far, but there's people that are just a few feet below us, but it slipped through the guy's hand and it busted.
And water everywhere.
Apologies. Ozzy always takes his pitch outside for Lawrence.
He's still smiling at you.
Yeah, he was. I told him I was sorry.
What else can you do?
Center field, they've been playing in. Just had to move a couple of steps to his right.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Our offense has been fine these 2 games. For sure. It's feels like every hard hit ball we have, somebody's standing there for the Cardinals. And as good as our Woo! That a boy Riley. Yeah, our offense has definitely been fine. It's just been a rough couple of games for the pitchers, and it is what it. I mean, it happens. You would like it not to be against the Cardinals, but their problem has been pitching, not offense. So we still got a lot of swings at this one. I don't, but Coors Field may have traveled south. Has Matt ever hit a ball down our left field line for a homer? I'm trying to remember. I don't feel like he has ever done that. Oof. Matt's on everything at the moment, so that's good to see.
So we get 8 more outs.
Outside 1-2.
Yeah, he's in the conversation. I would give it to Ronald right now, but oh, he almost did it. Ugh. I almost spoke that one into existence. Dang it. Yes, it is. And, I mean, we're still scoring 6, and
Reach base safely in 20 of the 21 games. Big Bear.
Big Bear doing big things. He's got an RBI double and a single tonight.
though, yeah, but I think Matt's definitely probably got a Cunha on the power, but that may be it.
And sometimes it takes that one big hit, a bloop like he was able to get in LA, and then you take off.
No.
So frustrated. Got a piece of the Big Bear.
Did you see him hit the ball at his bat like he was mad at the ball?
I did. I was trying not to laugh, just hoping he's okay.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot more than that to hurt the Big Bear.
That's true.
Just hit the crap out of the ball and then trot. Again, I was gonna.
You're going to become Little Bear.
Right off the toe. Maybe that just angered the Big Bear.
Speaking a lot of Spanish, so I hope he does that to the base.
Right down the stream. And he fouls it back.
Now, if Matt continues the homer binge, he could definitely put his name in the conversation again, for sure. Keep battling up there. Zoop.
Fouls another one off here. Ball and 2 strikes. Casey Lawrence working against him. Casey has had quite the story. 35 years of age now. Spent parts of 4 years at the major league level, but one undrafted way back in the day and has spent a ton of time in the minors. To get opportunities like this, that they have been few and far between. I mentioned he was with the Blue Jays earlier this year, but they released him in July, and now getting a chance with the Cardinals.
Good take. Yeah, it's really nice to see Matt go the other way with power for sure. If I didn't say that earlier.
Payoff pitch from Lawrence. Marcelo Zuna earns himself a 2-out walk.
That's the other thing he's just been doing like that. You know, you get to 1-2, you foul one off like that, you get some good swings. He works it back. He's able to get the walk.
And Ali is making the call to the bullpen. St. Louis is hanging on with a 2-run lead here in the 7th.
Braves fans know Michael Harris II covers a lot of.
Another fastball that misses.
Eddie loves the big moments. See if we get one lefty again.
It's a pay don't savings account.
Struck him out. The Rays fall in the finale. They do take the series. Mariners win this final game 8-4. Well, it was certainly a good series.
No, we can't. We cannot. We've got to put the tourniquet on it and see what happens.
Years ago today, baby-faced 21-year-old Andrew Jones hit his 50th career home run. He would go on to knock a few more out of the park as an Atlanta Brave. What a career he had. And his number 25 will be etched into Braves history during the Andrew Jones retirement ceremony. And that will begin.
I wonder if they'll do. No. I was going to say they might have pinch hit Kevin Pillar, but Eddie's been really good lately. So
He's so many great memories as a Brave and all, fans. And again, I said his next stop after that, Cooperstown.
Yep. So that'll be on Saturday against Pittsburgh. Right now, the Braves trying to come back in Game 2 against the Cardinals. The new pitcher is Andre Palante, and he faces Eddie Rosario.
We saw Palante come in last night, got those huge splits, right? He's hitting about 380 off, and compared to lefty, he's about 200.
So he's called on to try to get the southpaw Rosario. 2-0.
Meatball, go to the chop house. Meatball, go to the chop house. Oh, I thought he got that way more than he did. More off the end of the bat than I thought.
Which means you can have your funnel cake and dip it too. And you can get one free with purchase of the Zaxby's app.
Good swing, though.
You and our state law enforcement team have the same goal, a safer ride at home or whatever your destination. That's why the state troopers of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee work hard to ensure your safety on our roads of the South. That means everyone in your vehicle should buckle up
Feels like
every time.
been a lot of just misses.
We want you to arrive.
Matt's more so, but that one thought had the sound, but off the end.
Georgia's nearly 300 miles long and 230 miles wide, and we cover every square inch of it. Because if you're hurt and need help, we'll come to you, no matter where you live, no matter where you are. Call John Boy and Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Put up a zero. Put up a zero.
You finished the book for book club, right?
Book club. Of course I did. Yep. See there, honey.
It was the best of times.
When you have 537 pages to go, there's a wrap for that. Lease a new 2023 Toyota RAV4 ME for just $319 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
Back in the eighth in an 8-6 game. I'll tell you about Dylan Lee in a second, but right now we get a word from our friends at Alpha Insurance.
Hit a home run on your insurance needs Alpha.
So Dylan Lee, his second game back from being on the IL. When he pitched against the Dodgers, it was his first appearance at the major league level since May 15th. And now another opportunity here.
Well, he did a great job. Came in and got Freddie Freeman into a double play out in L.A. And again, just a big piece of that bullpen. If he can show that health and continue to throw the way he has.
Facing the shortstop Mason Wynn, who last time up hit his first home run as a major leaguer. Did you get your first home run ball back?
I did, yeah. So yeah, my mom and dad have it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would assume most guys, they work pretty hard to track those down, don't they?
Yeah, because mine hit, like just to the right of center field. Remember at Turner Field, there was a gap in between, and a fan, I think, hit off his hands and bounced back in between that little thing. One of the ground crew guys got it for me.
A ball and 2 strikes here from Lee. I
Good spot.
Mark McGuire hit his 62nd, and what a big night that was. Somebody had finally done it, and he hit it so low down the left field line that it didn't make it into the stands.
Yep.
And I was so excited to see the fight for that baseball amongst the fans. Not a literal fight, but
They could have broken out.
it could have. It could have. But it just made it over the wall, and it did not make it into the stands. Ronald Acuna comes in a couple of steps. And there's your first out of the 8th inning.
That is
A walk, a single, and a couple of flyouts tonight for Lars Nootbaar.
flyout.
Been outstanding since the All-Star break. 420 on base percentage, nearly a 1 OPS with 8 homers since the Midsummer Classic.
Good spot. No, he had an outing in Sunday in LA. Got Freddie to ground into a double play. Gave up a double to Will Smith, but nothing else. So this is his second outing back.
His mother's Japanese, but Lars himself born in California. He grounds this to Ozzie. Ozzie bobbles, but recovers and just does get the leadoff hitter.
I don't think he got him there.
Lars may want them to challenge this. And they will.
No. Just from that right there, looked like he was safe.
I'm calling perfect. Yeah.
Dang it.
So Lars will
Safe.
with one out here in the top of the 8th inning.
This should be a quick one, I would think. I don't know if Ozzie thought he had a little more time when it dropped.
You're good.
Lars obviously being the leadoff hitter and an outfielder, a lot of speed.
Yeah.
Well, they've shown it on the big video board, and here's the verdict.
After review, the call of field is overturned. Runner safe. St. Louis remains for challenge.
So 1 on, 1 out.
Yeah, but that was another tweener play. But once it dropped, Lars has a lot of good speed. And it should have been an error, but it's just another tweener ball.
It's the first error of the night for either team. As Wade misses inside to Goldschmidt, 1-0.
Good spot. Roll the 2 ball.
Bounce that back, 1-2. Braves trying to keep this a 2-run game. They trailed 6-0 in this ball game. Got it back to a pair of runs here in the 8th inning. With a win tonight, Atlanta could drop their magic number to clinch the division to 10.
Don't throw it there again.
A ball and 2 strikes, Lee deals.
Good spot.
Evens up at 2-2. So Dylan Lee's second game back. Missed all that time with the left shoulder inflammation. Went on the IL back in mid-May. Recalled September 1st. Now here he is 5 days later. Delivers his pitch. And Goldschmidt delivers it out to left center. He finds the grass. And the runners will be at the corners.
Every time walk error comes back to bite. Fudge words. Fudge words.
Got in on him. It's not like he absolutely smoked it, but he split the gap and where Harris was playing.
This has not been the cleanest of 2 games.
So the Cardinals trying to extend their lead. With Nolan Gorman. Lefty-lefty matchup for Lee.
Works for me.
Nolan Gorman, 26 homers. The only second baseman in baseball with more homers than him is Ozzie Albies. 29 of them.
Come on, Lee. One more.
Dylan's ahead of him. No balls, 2 strikes. Michael Harris drifting back. That ball keeps carrying and it gets out of here. It's a big 3-run homer for Nolan Gorman.
Wow.
His 3rd homer of the series. It's 11-6.
Hanger banger. Jeez.
I think this was going to be more of a tag play. And then at the very end, he just kind of turn around and keep sprinting.
Every ball that's going up in the air is going out.
So make it now 14 home runs between the 2 teams in this series. This one flared to right center, and Ronald makes a nice running catch.
Man, this game is. Ugh. Or these last two games have been pitching staff nightmares. Yeah, no, it's just a hanger. For sure. But errors and walks always come back to bite. What did you like mail Coors Field to Atlanta or something, Hudson?
10-6 loss last night, and now trailing 11-6 here in Game 2 of the series. Riley has this off the line of the man of Contreras. That will do it, but a big 3-run homer by Gorman, and Atlanta trails 5-5.
I said, did you transfer Coors Field to Atlanta or something? Jeez. I mean, all these balls are flying out. Look, back-to-back pitching staff clunkers. Ugh. Yikes.
Sagging floor or musty smells? Call Candy Foundation Specialists for solutions to protect your home
No.
and family.
I think Rick Kranitz might have some extra gray hair.
We don't need to tell you who we are. With over 6,000 employees in the Charlotte area, you've seen us around. We're invested here. We create jobs, connect our schools, and our favorite sports teams. We support business, shop at the same stores, eat at the same places, many of which we're proud to call customers. We're Spectrum, your local internet, TV, and mobile provider. And we're committed to Charlotte because this is home.
Foundation problems start small, but will only get bigger and more expensive. Candy Foundation Specialist is the trusted expert for sinking foundations and settling concrete. Foundation problems don't get better over time.
They get better when they call my dad.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. And by Delta Airlines.
Yes, it is definitely better to have clunkers now than the postseason, and with being 90 and 46. I mean, it is. They stink when they happen, and obviously no one's going to be happy about it, but Hudson, I forgot to say that we lost ESPN because we have Spectrum and they're fighting with Disney or something, so that's annoying.
Felt like the Braves were surging off the momentum man. But now it's a 5-run deficit with 6 outs to play with. Sean Murphy has walked all 3 times tonight.
I know. It was funny because Hudson kept trying to come in on him with those low sinkers, and he spot one, but then he missed 2-way low.
And it's 2-0 here.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but
well, the 8th inning, like a lot of innings for the Braves this year, has been kind. The Braves outscoring opponents 96.
Especially with college football starting and NFL.
The top of the 8th. Let's see if Atlanta has a response in the bottom half. Down the left field line, and it will be the shortstop Wynn going over for the first out.
Nah, I don't. I think this one's in the books just because worked so hard to get it back. We just couldn't put the tourniquet on it. Maybe I'll reverse jinx this one and we'll have like a 6-run ninth or something, but yeah, hockey, that too. Nah, I forgot. No. Yeah, so it's not ideal, but
That's what's made Orlando's season so great. Obviously, he deserves to be an all-star, but the consistency, besides when he got hit, he was out for 4 weeks. He's been pretty darn consistent all year with his ABs. Absolutely great shortstop. He just made his first throwing error of the season Sunday in LA.
Pretty much every one of his offensive numbers right now is a career high. Taking their 3-0.
you think Spencer Strider's press conference is going to be short and quick on this one?
Microfracture in the left wrist. Way back in April against Cincinnati. But since his return, obviously just a fantastic season.
Yeah, I love the Canes. So that's annoying, but at least we still have Bally.
Cardinals at St. Louis in early April. But right now, the Cardinals trying to win the series here in Atlanta. Despite a rocky season for St. Louis. Behind home plate, Contreras loses the mask. He's got the baseball, and they're 2 away.
Yeah, that's been our issue the last couple of years is being able to stay healthy at the right times.
Season series against the St. Louis Cardinals. And they only need 1 more win to make it 5 consecutive seasons. But St. Louis, they have come to play here to Truist Park so far.
Just couldn't put the tourniquet on the rallies. And that's one thing that's happened when our pitching staff has been bad. We haven't been able to just limit it to 1 or even 2. It's always, it feels like it's been 4 or 3 at least every single time.
And that was just the second series of the year, so it's not like it was middle of the season, things went downhill, but they've just never gotten on track.
No, we're up there as a whole. Tyler O'Neill and Marmoy. The whole base running gas. And
swinging rolling at the first base line. Verhagen does it himself.
Yeah, and walks. And we The walks have compounded the error. Just hasn't been the prettiest series. Just hopefully Freed can not experience the LA hangover and be the stopper. Because we've been so spoiled this year, but it's not like 3-game losing streaks don't happen. It just hasn't happened for us a lot.
Here we are. We have the flaming and the scorching. Oh, hot plate. Thank you. And the blazing. And your greens. So, have we decided?
I already know what you're going to order, Kevin.
We should jump Wainwright, but I don't think I remember us ever having a good night against Wainwright. I really don't. This year would be the year we finally get it, but I don't know. If we're going to, this would be the year, but we haven't done anything remotely good against Wainwright ever, I don't think. So, I don't know.
When you have something to get done today, getting everything you need today is helpful. That's why Ace is free in-store and curbside pickup, or even same-day delivery.
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, majority of cases, you're scoring 6 runs. You think you got a really good chance of winning ball games, but when your pitching staff kind of just goes through a lull, you can't do anything about it.
From this season, yes, even the outcast bobblehead. So shake it like a Polaroid picture and go to Braves.com/sweepstakes to enter for your chance to win. 11-6 as we go to the 9th inning. We got a new pitcher, we got a new hitter. Brad Hand is on for Atlanta, and Luke Baker.
Yeah, okay, bad Cardinals team this season, but they're swinging like the 27 Yankees. So if Freed can silence them, yes, for sure. And, I mean,
Baker just his 17th major league game.
bad series happen. We've had them against the Oakland A's, the White Sox.
You know what's funny is if you think about it, it's 2 nights in a row the Braves offense has put up 6 runs, and usually with the stats and the run they've had on, you would figure at least one of those games would turn out in a W. Still 3 outs to go, but tall order.
Tonight is the 69th game this year where Atlanta has scored 6 or more runs, and they've won 61 of them. It's incredible. Well, back 1-2.
Shows you the power and strength of this ball club.
Baker is hitting in the spot of Alec Burleson, the designated hitter. They'll check down, but
He did.
Says Laz Diaz, 2-2.
But sure.
Laz, always a special place in my heart. He was behind the ditch for my first game. He'd walk up to the plate, get a little standing O, and he said, "Back up, son. Enjoy it."
Huh.
And after about 10 seconds, he said, "Now get your you-know-what in the box." But I always appreciated that.
That's cool. That's a neat moment. You know, I notice as we go places, you seem to still be pretty friendly with a lot of these umpires.
Man, I tell you, look, some of these guys get a bad rap. They're awesome. I'm happy to tell you, there's a couple out there that, I might not care for as much, but the majority of these guys, man, they're easy to talk to. And if you really
Probably, depending on the lineups and stuff, yeah. You could probably interchange it. Lineups, matchup, whatever.
Baker has a single. Well, let's go back to that great moment for Jeff Francoeur with Laz Diaz back behind home plate.
Well, that was best.
Oh, but that was later. There's the homer.
David Karen
goal was that, Jeff?
That was awesome. I ran around the bases way too fast. I cruised down to the very end, Corrales.
Just passed away.
Yep. It's a good moment.
And I think the Cardinals have had 7 leadoff batters on tonight, 7 of 9. So
You haven't really aged. That's what's incredible.
It's all that hard work I put in the weight room, but just eating healthy.
Yeah. Chicken fingers, fries. Palazzo's been trying. You do put a lot of time in throwing the kids around. So
That's true.
you got that dad strength there.
I don't know that Brad Hand is on the postseason roster if it ended today, but
I thought you were going to pull something literally, but thankfully you didn't.
just a guess. I don't know.
Three more of those I got left.
Walker is 1 for 4. And he's down here, 1 and 2 strikes.
Well,
Walker has hit a homer in 3 straight games over his last 7. Really been in his zone. 16 hits, 4 homers, 9 runs driven in. His hand will check over at first base.
yeah, that's for sure. I think his next rehab start will be 75 pitches. So,
The 21-year-old rookie awaits the 1-2. Palacios breaks for second. And he will get in there without a throw.
yeah, I don't know what the plan is there. But this has kind of been a rough stretch. I mean, injuries, Colin McHugh going down, Michael Soroka. So the rotation's a bit in flux at the bottom part of it to end the year.
Getting the call on the outside corner there.
That was the outside corner-ish.
Yeah, it's that night last night for him now. 1 for 5 tonight with 4 strikeouts.
Not going to lie to you, Jeffrey. That one may have been outside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think it was. I don't know if I'd say that.
That's a tough one for Jordan Walker. But good fortune for Brad Hand, and now he pitches here to Tommy Edman. Cardinals started the scoring early. They had 4 in the top of the first. They added 2 in the third, and they led 6-0. The Braves got it back to within 2 runs on a pair of occasions. But then Nolan Gorman with a 3-run homer in the 8th. And that pushed the lead back to 5 here. In the bottom of this inning, the Braves will have the top of the order, and Ronald Acuna due up. One, 2 for Brad Hand. Hit out to center. And Michael Harris has it for the second out here in the 9th inning.
Well, thanks for sticking this one out. I'll take a little bit of the blame of the live curse. Though I don't know if it's a live curse since I won the win against the Yankees, but it's kind of ugly. This one, very ugly.
It's a long year, but they are putting in tireless work. They get here very early, earlier than us, and help put all of these elements together, everything you see in your living room on a nightly basis, and we certainly appreciate that.
They do a great job, the best in the business.
And that's not just lip service. That's the case. Riley on one hot bounce. Throws across.
Good pick, Rye.
Put your alley caps on.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Ugh.
And everything that's in.
Wonder if I just, for this recap, it just said pitching staff clunker, if that would work.
You're not just tailgating. You're tailgating like a legend. It's bow time. Order your tailgate box from Bojangles app today.
As a business owner, your bottom line is always top of mind. So start saving by switching to the mobile service designed for small business, Comcast Business Mobile. Flexible data plans mean you can get unlimited data or pay by the gig, all in the most reliable 5G network, with no line activation fees or term contracts, saving you up to 75% a year. And it's only available to Comcast Business Internet customers. So boost your bottom line by switching today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Cardinals, Braves, tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern on Valley Sports South. At the rally, sports are always in full swing. The stars of the game and the stars of the rally are ready to come out and play 5 days a week, always playing to win. The rally, weekdays on Valley Sports and streaming on the Valley Sports app.
Hey, I'm Matt Adams, host of the Fairways of Life show. Let us take you inside the ropes for unprecedented access. 9 a.m. on Saturday mornings right here on Valley Sports.
Sorry, I was grabbing my phone.
Ronald Acuna Jr. will lead things off for the Braves at the bottom of the ninth. 11-6. St. Louis trying to clinch a series win here at Truist Park. And Drew Verhagen back to work for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Ronald can snap out I know it's crazy to think of a funk, but Ofer's last 16. Which for him seems like an eternity.
Yeah, for most guys, that's like 0 for 100. He is.
He's still gotten a good count, just.
2 balls and no strikes.
Just hasn't found any holes the last 4.
Game 3 tomorrow at the same time in the same place. And then Pittsburgh comes to town for 3 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Ronald fouls up 2-0 pitch, 2-1.
Fight Buckos. We're not gonna let him raise the Jolly Roger.
Can't do that here, Travis. Line drive there is a single.
There you go.
So that stops the mini skid for Ronald Acuna Jr.
He's not. He's 1 for his last 17 now.
111. Like, he still smoked the ball. 97, 90. Even that double play was 99 miles an hour.
I hate to use the word scuffling with him because of the thing, but anytime you keep yourself a little bit of that's exactly how you get it. You use the middle part of the field to you simplify things.
Using a mound visit up 5 with a runner on first.
That's for sure. Got the leadoff man on, and now Ozzie Albies coming up. Ozzie with 29 homers. 4 Braves have 30 homers. That ties the franchise record when Ozzie gets his 30th. It'll be a new franchise record with 5 players having 30 or more. Fouls this off.
I think Ozzie hasn't found his rhythm yet completely.
Was that 1998 team. Galarraga had 44. Javi Lopez and Chipper had 34. And Andrew Jones had 31. No homer here, though. Trying to turn 2, and they will. And the Braves down to their final out.
The double plays have got to stop somehow. Stop-ish. I don't know how you stop them, but we've grounded into a lot of those. But it's been masked by crushing the ball.
Not the first two games you would expect in this series, but as we talked about, sometimes that happens.
Yeah, you look down. I was just looking at the scoreboard too. Miami beat the Dodgers 11-4. Down. That's a tag.
But they beat them yesterday as well. So maybe that series took a lot out of both teams, right? Which means the Braves will stay 6 games up on the Dodgers for the best record in the National League. Two outs and a 1-2 pitch from Drew Verhagen. And the count even. Well, I gave him the call that strikes him getting a little wide here late. And that's the ball game.
He wanted to go home. That stunk. But as always, go Braves, champions forever. Thanks for hanging, guys. Just one of those days. See you guys.